Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to another tournament stream. Starting into the top 6 now. The top 8 is already done. I mean, from the top 8, only 6 teams are remaining. 2 of those have already qualified for the top 4 for the main tournament, the Blitz Diamond Cup. So the 3rd to 6th place are now fighting for the last 2 spots on the main tournament, where they can then compete for the grand prize pool of $45,000. And I don't know yet which teams we are going to see today. Games are starting in about 9 minutes. Let me show you really quick. First of all, I want to quickly share the stream on Discord because I forgot to do so. That is done. Alright. Also, of course, we will have some giveaways today again for some battle passes, for some fan containers on top of that. All of those giveaways I'll be doing in between the matches and afterwards. So stay tuned for those. Just so you know what we're up to see. Wait. I want to quickly check out, first of all, which team I'm going to follow. I will be following Demon and the upper bracket. Good news. Although I would have been happy with all the games that are happening today. So this is the bracket now. I can make it a bit larger for you guys, so you see more. Well, there are as well CAWXK, which is APA basically, Demon, BPS, and Aqua B-Love have already qualified for the top 4 immediately, as mentioned already. And every team of those has 2 lives. They can try to win in the first game and make it to the upper bracket final. And then they will have another chance. I mean, they will be able to get into the grand finals. The top 2 teams, they qualify immediately. If a team loses, they drop down into the lower bracket, but that's not all too bad, because then they can still win against their opponent, make it to the lower bracket finals. There they will win. They play against the losing team of the upper bracket that drops down, and then the winner of that match is heading to the grand finals, and the grand finals just decides over the final matchmaking in the top 4. But that should not really matter all that much, because also in the top 4 there is more than 1 life. So I think it is kind of irrelevant at that point. Mostly it is about making it to the grand finals in these 2 days, today and tomorrow. Today we're only seeing the first match and the upper bracket finals here. The lower bracket finals, semifinals are taking place simultaneously on other channels. And tomorrow then there will be the lower bracket finals and the grand finals. Especially lower bracket finals and the upper bracket finals should be interesting, I assume. But all of those games, of course, they are going to be try-hardy. All of those teams are good, especially the teams of CAWXK, Demon, BPS. BPS has not really performed all that well this season, I've got to say. They have done better in the last seasons. So I don't know if they can still get their stuff together and make it, or if they are getting demolished by Demon. CAWXK is already one of the top teams in this tournament. Still, they did not make it into the top 2. They failed to get there, but I don't think they will struggle at all against Azrael, actually. That will be very clearly in favor of CAWXK. Let me quickly say hi to everyone who's here. Hi to Gazering, Niza, another Russian name that I cannot pronounce, unfortunately, I'm sorry. And then what you doing, Vitali, Benjamin, Adi, and a nice shot, TK, Piotr, Jonathan. Good evening, everyone, where are you from? Please keep it English on the chat if you are able to. That would be very nice because I don't speak Russian. Most of the community on this channel also does not speak Russian, but I get that. Of course, there will be a lot of Russian-speaking fellas here who are watching because of these teams. Russian, Ukrainian, Eastern European. I am not able to differentiate based on the writing, as I don't understand it, sadly. Let me get the game started right now, so we are not missing the first matches. In 4 minutes, the games are starting. And I will already have the room invite. Let's set it up. And I'm really looking forward to these games. I think the BPS Demon, that should be close. Demon was doing really well so far. I've got to say that I would bet on them. But who knows? Maybe BPS can beat them. The last times that I've seen BPS play, they were often struggling with getting into aggressive positions, allowing the enemies to counter push them. And Demon is known to play a bit more passively more often and have some setups that are spreading around and then punishing enemies to the front. But also this season this kind of changed. This season Demon played quite a bit more aggressively and they were doing really well at that. I've got to point out that Demon is one of the newer teams to the top scene. They are a almost PC only team and therefore they don't have as much top level tournament experience as other teams, but they have made it into the top 4, I believe, every time since then. Maybe not once. I think they played for 3 or 4 seasons. Also, they made it into the grand finals twice at least. Don't nail me down on it. I'm not exactly remembering that. Wait, let me check that out. Tournament history of Pure Blast. Who is the leader? Professionals tournament here. Professionals leader competition tournament. That's not the official one, right? Right. Not sure. No, that's not the main tournament. There's a professionals tournament, the last one. There they got into the grand finals. Lost to APA. The one before. Is it this one? This one they lost to CAWXK in the lower bracket finals. Okay. And I think actually the games are about to start shortly, so let's not spend too much time here anymore. Hi Darkman, hi Pete as well. Nice to have you here. Let's focus on the games. We can see F3 spam. That is the essence of this meta. 116 F3, having good armor, having a ton of hit points with like 2,700 hit points roundabout. Depends on whether they are playing with enhanced armor or extra hit points on the equipment. That tank also has reactive armor and a clip, an auto reloader clip. They're also playing double E50M, which turned out to be rather rare this season, although it has still been super popular in the last season. So we will see how that one works out. Then on the side of BPS, we can see one Hori, one T100 LT. For passive gameplay, they will have the advantage. For aggressive gameplay, if it's a slow gameplay, then they will also be at the advantage due to the heavies. But not necessarily. They have the Hori and T100 as well, so they're also having 2 lighter armored tanks. One of them with reactive armor though. on side of Demon. The E50Ms also have reactive armor, and they are fast enough to take aggressive positions early on. Demon is moving towards the C side with absolutely everything. BPS, meanwhile, heading towards B, carefully spotting in the rear. They are going for the shootout of C as well. The E50Ms might take some shots. Oh, failed shots into Kofi. And that is a quick C cap for Demon. Damage being lost on every side, especially on side of Demon. Cripped down on hit points quite a lot. Not using reactive armor, but Demon can push in. Yet there's a whole recovering with a great DPM. Demon coming in from the side, having a couple of tanks in crossfire, but I don't think they have necessarily any advantage against them. There come the E50Ms from the side, and this might be crucial for this. They have some crossfire, but they are getting crossfired as well. They take a lot of shots, but now they can go for the Hori. They can really mess up that one TD who is there. And also there is Artyom supporting. Hori put in a shot of... Did he fail? Someone put in a shot. Parmesan, half hit points left. Dr. Watson is coming to help out. No, he is shooting the other still. Down go 2 tanks on side of BPS. 1 tank's down on Demon side. Hit points in favor of BPS right now. There is a good chance for Demon to push out the Hori and Artyom still. But maybe they are losing a tank for that. Artyom will get the kill. Also, Pat got another kill. No, it was Kitsune. So both E50Ms died. 3 versus 4. Demon failing the push. It seems they have gotten the C cap, but they are down on hit points. They are down on the kills, on the guns as well, and they are not necessarily in the greatest positions. T100 also still dodging the bullet. Having great mobility, great DPM, crucial to keep this kind of tank alive until the very end. And he can still farm some damage and move wherever needed. Dr. Watson, meanwhile, being a one-shot, trying to get back into safety, is hull down right now, can reload his clip. Pyroblast is still quite healthy. On the other side, there is Samus Titel, who is probably not reloading anymore. There comes Postathina from behind, picks up that kill shot. Let's get back to the other fight. Artyom down to a one-shot. Gets down, but Dr. Watson gets picked up from the side, and now there is Pyroblast. Last one alive. She is also going down for sure. And that is BPS comfortably winning with a rather safe gameplay. Not attempting any risky moves early on, just being close together. Demon pushing into them, trying to really go hammer with a brawl strat, but they were just trading poorly early on. We could see one tank, I think it was Crip, losing a lot of hit points without using reactive armor. Probably did not expect to take that many hits. Also here, also the E50Ms were not really as useful as intended. But mainly it was about being able to take out the guns, which did not work for Demon. And that is the first win to BPS. Best of 7 though, so 4 wins are needed, and this might still go anywhere. This is not really any major advantage to BPS yet. Things are close in such a long game when it is about that many points. BPS switching to a T95 E6 instead of the Hori, otherwise the same lineup. Demon sticking to the E50Ms. Need to make better use of them. This time though, they intended to farm some damage, not necessarily only push forwards, although they were doing their duty of pushing towards the enemy spawn here and getting that crossfire into the Hori, which would have otherwise been very tricky with a heavy tank. But there was too much backup for the Hori, and he was able to farm quite a bit earlier. The teammates were earlier than the E50Ms to go in. So I think there were 2 shots for the Ori before he had to turn around. Alpenstadt number 2. And BPS is starting with a slight HP lead due to the heavy tank, but they don't have as many tanks with reactive armor. But on last game you could clearly see that it's not all that relevant necessarily. Pure Blast attempting to spot. Pat in the light tank being more aggressive at spotting. Is there any shot into Pure Blast? Yes, there is the first one by Kitsune on that E6. BPS moving over towards base A, but there is quite a bit. Hypnotizing might get spotted here, and then he might suffer due to the... Oh my gosh! Pyroblast! He is blind! Getting blind shotted. He was not spotted at all. Now A is getting capped, and the bait is peeking out. Demon. The trap is not all that successful. Hypnotizing, not losing a lot of hit points. But Samastito can still potentially farm a bit. Nope, not getting any shots in. Both teams lost some hit points so far, Pyroblast especially, which is quite crucial. And another few shots into Pyroblast. The medium tank absolutely has to focus on surviving. He cannot afford to die early on. He's meant to farm some damage. And Demon is not being able to go forwards on A, while also BPS is pulling around on the C side. Pat not going for the cap, simply moving into the back of Demon. Has to be careful to not overextend. BPS looking good. They have great map control, but Pat being super careful, expecting the enemies to go for him, predicting the enemy move on this flank. Very wise call by Pat to move back again and go for the C cap, as he noticed that he could not push forwards. BPS going for holding positions as Demon is moving in. Tanks being spotted on the other side. BPS is pulling around already. This does not look good for a Demon. Look at this. Demon is entrapped and circled, and they cannot really break out all that easily. Only the light tank is maybe struggling. Maybe also Artyom could be quite isolated. He still has some backup though. How is this going to work out for Demon? They are shooting down Artyom quite nastily. Now Pat is also in focus, fighting the E50M with a reactive armor, who is not really able to pick him up just yet. He tries to shot into Postrafinir. Now it's about a 1v1, but Pat is not going to be able to survive this. Demon doing well on this push. They have killed the first tank, but they also lost 2 tanks by now. Samastito will get that T100 probably. He is able to side hack though. Can the E50M get the gun down? No, he fails the shot. Can Pat kill him? Can Pat get the gun down to the low plate or get to the side? No, he does not get the shot, but also the E50M fails the shot. Now he is getting killed still. E50M survives very closely. And still, it is BPS with the advantage, having more tank, one more tank on the field. Kitsune comes around the corner to pick up the E50M, who is not being rewarded for winning this 1v1. Demon still trying to push forwards, getting a kill. Dershing is also low on the DPM now that he has his clip emptied, but also Deviat and Dr. Watson have no clips available to them, and Kitsune comes in with a lot of DPM on his T95 E6. He can move in and kill Deviat quite easy. There's Hypnotizing, picking up the kill from behind, which leaves only Dr. Watson left on side of Demon. Good rotation by BPS. Safe gameplay. I like to see this. They were not running into the opponents as they have done multiple times on the other games that I've streamed lately. There goes the last one. BPS winning 2. Now this is a series advantage. Not just 1 point to 0, but 2 points to 0 in a in an encounter that requires only 4 wins, so they are halfway there. And Demon will have to try harder. Pete asking for giveaway. Yes, there will be a giveaway today, of course, as well. We will have 2 battle passes and a 4 fan container giveaway as well. But those I will start in between the tournament games and afterwards, or starting from the end of this first encounter. Pyroblast really losing too many hit points, and I think this might have played a big role in Demon losing the game. Playing a rather slow tank for this spotting position. I don't know if that was necessarily the best idea. Demon was also very well prepared. BPS was very well prepared for that, countering the spotting move by the E50M with their light tank, who moved up closely, spotted him in that bush, which led to a lot of damage loss on side of Demon, and especially the reduction of a tank basically, and that being the most dangerous of them. A medium tank, one of 2. The medium tanks, fast tanks in general, are just the most important to keep alive until the later stages of the game. 2-0 for BPS as we are switching maps. Demon still sticking to the double E50M lineup, yet now they are also pairing it with a VK72, rather slow tank that is pretty uncommon at the moment. BPS going for the Hori and T100 LT lineup again with the F3s. It seems to be working for them and also for other teams. It is either the T100 and Hori, maybe there is an E6. Some teams have done really well with that. Otherwise, we barely see any other heavy tanks. Sometimes one Chieftain, sometimes a Type 5. But not often. Blind shots might be flying to the other side. The VK is a vulnerable target. No one takes any shots. By the way, recently the team of Love did manage to kill someone with blind shots right at the start already. It was very epic to see. Demon being quick to get the cap lead. Base A is being taken, uncontested. BPS all the way on the other side. Kitsune has focused on spotting so far, is now also in that C-cap. He has spotted around here to find out whether anyone was coming towards him. Now he is safe to cap. Probably still trying to spot for a moment, but then leaving the job to the heavy tank, who is supporting this flank. The light tank can therefore then run array while the heavy holds the sea base. Blind shots into the right direction. The Hori and the E50M sitting there, waiting for the B cap. It is Demon with a cap lead, of course. So therefore, they know that at some point BPS might be either going for B or for A, maybe doing both at the same time. That is quite common. Usually there are, or often there are, 2 cap counter strats on this flank. There is an F3 holding the corner unspotted. Some is detail in the E50M spotting. Last time I've seen Demon play this map, they had an E50M in the corner. That was absolutely not good for them. Nothing happening. Just a couple of blind shots. Almost no one is spotted. Dershing over there has the light bulb appearing above him. Apart from that, there is very little information for both of these teams. And BPS will have to do something. They will have to come up with a plan, Often that means to spot with a light tank in this area, approach the enemies a bit more, and then push into B, because with a light tank spotting, there could be someone spotted like the VK, and everyone from above there could crossfire. Currently that's not happening, so maybe there is a move towards the T100 getting a shot in onto Kofi, keeping him spotted. Also got spotted. I think VPS is going for the B cap. They are not going for A. They sent a couple more tanks over towards the middle area. Punisher is alone now. But Demon is well prepared. They have 4 tanks ready to push B, to punish B. But also BPS is ready. Hitsune moving away though. Very slow game. In top level tournaments we don't see this all too often, but now there is some movement. They want to go for the cap with 3 tanks. The T100 is likely hiding behind the others. This will be very, very dangerous. This is going to cost them a lot of hit points. And it might mean that BPS will lose all pushing abilities for getting the B cap. They got the B cap though. They might lose a tank for that. Or lose a lot of hit points at least. So Demon is able to push into them. Now it's all about surviving for just long enough in order to win on the points. BPS staying alive with their tanks relatively healthy though. To my surprise, they did not lose any more hit points than that. And also, Demon lost a lot of hit points over there. The push of Postafine and Hypnotizing punished Demon badly. Parmesan is low on hit points. That kill could already win the game for BPS, but also BPS just lost a tank. Parmesan has to go down. There is the kill shot. B is stopped again, but BPS is on the cap lead. They just need one more kill and they have to win unless they lose any more tanks. Artyom low on hit points over there. This might change the outcome. 995 points, 1k points for Demon. And this is the first win for Demon, therefore. Close in the end, very close. 1-2. BPS still losing in the end as Demon pushed into them from behind. Good job on that. It was to be expected. Maybe we could say that BPS was just waiting for too long. Maybe they didn't wait long enough. Maybe they would have had more of a chance of getting another kill in if they were just going for the B cap earlier. Maybe Demon would not, or maybe BPS would not have had any chance of getting any kill if Demon moved into the B cap right in the end only. Often in nowadays meta we do see teams going for caps rather sooner than later to still get a chance to recover any bad move, any tank loss or so. I like the approach for the double cap. And I think BPS did well with the double cap approach, as they also had some tanks in the enemy spawn, but they had one tank on the left side going for the medium side on his own, who was trying to pressure a little bit and spot. I think he was too aggressive, to be honest. He should have probably dropped back a bit more in order to actually survive for longer, and this might have survived them, or might have won them the game. Just analyzing this situation, he didn't have much backup there. But hey, in the end we are always smarter. A small mistake. Demon got the first point. They need 3 wins. Can afford for one more defeat. Blind shots not connecting. And BPS. Oh, there's a blind shot connecting now. Who was it? Oh. There, Deviat lost some hit points. Some Anesthesia also shooting over to Punisher. Some AMX M4 on the lineup for BPS this time. Probably because it's slightly faster than the F3s. Both teams committing towards base C. But it is BPS with a tank advantage on the C side. Punisher is struggling, is in the open now. Gets shot from the side. This is not a good move by Punisher. He had to either get forwards into the corner or not go there at all. And I think that BPS did not expect to lose this tank in that position. Punisher tried to get back again, but did not manage to do so. Double cap now for Demon. This is looking good here. Demon has base C, they have base B, and they are rather unharmed. They also lost some hit points, of course, but they got much better positions and they can potentially get a kill off Punisher. Also, they can potentially go in on base A still. They basically managed to get out of the B cap unharmed. And there is nothing really able to harm Demon on the C flank. And there goes Punisher now. Punisher is down for free basically just by getting to be stuck in this position, which was really not good for him. At the same time, Demon still has a lot of hit points, has about 1.5k hit points more than BPS. And they are safe at the moment. Deviat though lost a lot of hit points in the rear, has to fall back to not suffer from the same fight as we've seen last game. On BPS, this tank that died over here. Demon comfortably holding the double caps, still out trading their opponents. But there is Kofi losing a lot of hit points, getting shot by the Hori. But BPS will have to push in at some point. They will not only have to get some kills, but also get the B cap. Otherwise they are losing this one. This map is hardly playable for the kills only. Hypnotizing, moving in. Stopping the B cap. But there are two tanks able to shoot him. Maybe three tanks. Kofi is also peeking around the corner. This might be a free kill for Demon. We will see what BPS can do about it, if they can punish the enemy sufficiently. Dershing also coming to support. And they absolutely need to get that B cap. But they are losing more and more hit points the longer they are standing there. And they aren't really able to take the B cap back. 910 points for Demon already. And there comes the counter push. Samus, T-Tail and Parasite are just going in, able to pick up the kill for potentially. And that is getting them to 980 points. And by that, this game is clearly going for Demon. BPS losing another one on this map. So it's a 2-2 after the early advantage of BPS and good gameplay there. They were not able to win anything here, and this was not even close. To be honest, on the second game I was also quite unlucky with losing Punisher, who was just stuck there. I don't know what happened, how the tactic managed to or failed that badly. Something was wrong about that. Maybe he moved too far, maybe the others should have moved in and then they stopped because of too many tanks aiming for them, so they were afraid. Punisher was left alone, and by that he could not push forwards into a better position, and Demon ended up losing this one. BPS ended up losing this one, so that was a big mistake. Okay, so this is the next map now with Lagoon. 2 wins needed for any of the teams now. Score is tied, and we are switching to some heavier lineup on Demon's side with only one E50M. Then there is BPS going for Batshit and E50M, so they will have an advantage if it came to pushing the medium side, but I don't think that's working with the one E50M lineup. I don't think that they are going to do this. Maybe they're just pushing for the heavy side, or often this map is played mostly for the center to contest the B cap. The center or A-sided gameplay is quite standard. Vitali asking whether I can choose any tank for tournament. Well, the tournament players, yes, they can absolutely choose every tank available to them, just not the test tanks. And they will, of course, pick the best tanks they can possibly take. They train a lot to find out what is the best for their games. Benjamin Benjamin is coming up with a rule change to not pick that many tanks of the same, but it's not necessarily, I don't think that would be good if people were not allowed to play the best tanks in the game. People have to experiment and find out what works best for them. And if it's all the same tank, yeah, that's a bit of a balancing issue, not a rule issue. But sometimes it's unforeseeable. And as predicted, we can see both teams going for the center. No B cap though. Teams are moving forwards. Demon very aggressive. But are they doing well at that? That's the question. Over here we might see a 1v1 of Samastita versus Pat. And it is a bit of an advantage for Pat so far. This might be crucial to win. But there comes the Batshit now. Batshit going to clip the E50M, so it is more about winning this flank for Demon. And that is not going to be easy, as they have to fight heavy tanks. Postafinia going down. But still, it is BPS with the gun disadvantage. Yet they have the E50M and the Batshit still alive, which might be crucial to them. Kitsune having a full clip almost, being in the rear of Watson, but falling back. Demon isn't having great positions, to be honest, but they have a tank more, and they also have quite a lot more hit points. The question is if the mobility of the light tanks is going to change the outcome. Kitsune puts out 2 and takes 2 in return. Not a good trade. I think he also bounced the first one, potentially. Hypnotizing and a 1v1 against Deviat. Kitsune can go in there. But BPS down to 4 tanks only and about half the hit points compared to Demon. Deviat now getting farmed by the Batshit. One more shot needed and there he goes. Guns are even, tanks are even. Now there's another kill for Demon. And Demon has a good hit point lead. Also they are able to take out Artyom. But Batshit is coming. Batshit wants to get some kill shots. He is maybe clipping Pyroblast, yes. Does not keep any shots for Parmesan. Now he goes in, but it is 940 damage into him. And 2 shots bouncing off. Kitsune overcommitting. Try to pick up the last kill. But lost too many hit points for that. Also now he won't have any chance. Another 200 damage into the Watson. On the other side they're still hypnotizing. Kitsune misplaying a little bit, potentially. Of course he wanted to get the kill shot, needed to get the kill shot. But in the end it was not worth it. And he might have done better simply farming the other one or going into the other one straight away. There he still had time to do so. Oh. Nice shot. Hypnotizing is out and Demon is leading. 3-2. Match point to Demon. Samus Titel was really not having a good time, but it did not matter. Demon still won the game in the end. which was a little bit unexpected to me, as they really had to push into all these heavy tanks and they lost hit points earlier than BPS did. Having one more heavy tank in a 6 versus 5 isn't really all that big of an advantage compared to a 2-on-1 with medium tanks, where the mediums just generally they have more DPM, they have more damage output, especially if there's a Batshit being one of those, which has a clip, and then the E50M doesn't have the same amount of hit points, so it can get killed a lot faster than a heavy. Lagoon number 2, and this might already be the deciding game if BPS does not win this one. Hi Jundo. Hi Andy. Demon fielding an F51-5B and a Super Conqueror. Also, those tanks aren't all that popular anymore since the release of the F3. BPS going for one E50M only this time, no light tanks for them. And let's go. Maybe the last one already. Demon starting with 600 hit points more. This is not insignificant. And BPS and Demon are both heading towards the middle again. Both having a lot of tanks there. Almost all the tanks of BPS are there. Demon has more tanks on the A side. Demon struggles to get a shot into Kitsune, who took a very risky route to get to a dangerous position. Good map control for BPS therefore on this flank. But Demon is pulling around on the A cap. And BPS can only push forwards here. If they go into this lane, they might end up getting crossfire from the side. They are rather going in from the other side. Wise call. A Demon is pushing in. Crypt goes in, Dr. Watson goes in. There comes a push of BPS already. They are going to focus some detail potentially. Demon trying to go forwards, but they are losing a lot of hit points. Parmesan also down on HP. A lot of tanks are losing more and more hit points. Punisher also down to a one-shot, can get picked up. Early kill for Demon. It is gun advantage to Demon already, but also they are about to do some detail. Simply Lovely about to be reloaded. Will get that kill shot in if he penetrates this one. And he aims carefully. Does not have much more time left. Does get the kill shot in before going down still. Gun advantage to Demon nonetheless. As both teams lost 2 tanks by now. Hit point lead for Demon as well. Kitsune being a medium tank on the field though. Having the DPM. Who can potentially deal a lot of damage. And so far the damage spread is all over the place. Dr. Watson is in a good position, having a full clip, or had a full clip, and is holding up the E50M. There's also Crip, so the E50M is basically useless while Demon is having the advantage on the other side. They can take out Dershing, and they will be able to take out Postrafini as well. There is a shot into Artyom though. Kopiat with a great DPM coming. Parmesan as well, and only the E50M is left alive in the very end. Kitsune giving up by now as BPS is getting killed by Demon 4 games in a row. Good start for BPS on the first 2 matches on Alpenstadt, but Demon was simply too strong and did a great performance. So Demon is getting to the upper bracket. BPS is getting dodged into the lower bracket, where they will still have another chance for getting to the next stage of the tournament, but that's going to be a lot harder with only one life left. And that means, man, I cannot count how many times I get this ad for this punter. Way too often. Well, that means that the first team of the upper bracket is decided already. Maybe the second one as well. Let me check that out. Also, guys, we will have some giveaways quite shortly. I will start a giveaway very soon. Let me just check out the tournament page here. Next match against CAWXK. That is not surprising, to be honest. That is taking place in about 30 minutes, so quite a bit of a break. CAWXK won 4-2 against Aswell. So Aswell is facing BPS in the lower bracket. I would expect BPS to win that one, most likely. So BPS would then probably play against a losing team of Demon versus CAWXK. That could be any one of those two. Okay. We will have a bit of a break of the tournament matches. I'm using that time for some random games. And then I will also be able to, well, I will just do the giveaway on the Discord server now. Usually I do that over there. So yeah, first of all, a battle pass. One winner. Battle pass. Also, please make sure to use the in-game name as a server nickname when entering the giveaway. It's on the giveaways channel on Discord, by the way, because that makes sure that people are not entering multiple times. Let me quickly get my iPad. Okay. Hi, Immortal Fighter. And hi to everyone else who's watching right now. Nice to have you all here. Good to see the interest in the tournament games. Hopefully not everyone is just one of the giveaways. Do you guys have a favorite among the teams already? Any specific team you would like to see win? Let's switch to the iPad screen. Also, guys, as you are here right now, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, of course. Yeah, I don't have to mention the Discord server because you are joining that one for the giveaway, most likely anyways. But we do have a pretty nice community over there, and you may feel invited to join us. Let's go for the NC, probably. Hi, Antonio. Gazering. What a pro got checked by Demon. Went down 2 games and stayed focused and came back. Yes. Love to see that kind of spirit. Especially if it's even closer, like in the grand finals, 4 games, so 1 for one team, and then come back. This is very hard to do. Really requires good focus. Let's see if I can put in an early shot there. I don't think so. I don't think so. Sheridan already spotted. Let's move forwards. Nope. Oh my gosh. I would love to know which gun he actually has. I have honestly no clue how, if there's a way to differentiate the guns. Just based on the looks of it. Mostly that is possible. Nice. Nah. Okay. Also, I7 just shot. Good. And I got a cap. Shooting me once. But I should be able to kill him now. Yep. Well, let's go forwards. XM dies without my help. Nice. Can I shoot him? Nah, the others will have him anyways. RV215B, alright. But I want an HE. I'm so greedy. Oh no. No! Oh, come on. No! I got him at 4K anyways. Hi, Ed Sheeran. Good. I will keep going with the NC4 of you. I had a very nice time at the start when streaming this tank, and then I highly overestimated its chances. And dropped down quite a lot. But then I figured out, okay, I just gotta be a bit more careful at the start. First of all, I had the impression that the armor was really, really good, but then I noticed, okay, maybe not so much. That I only noticed when facing some heavier hitters, some GTs with more penetration. It's pretty unlikely that the enemies are going for this flank, so I want to actually move in straight away. The enemies have a lot of mediums. Nice. Okay, unnecessary for me to take the hit. Good. Oh, this tank is crazy at close range. Can I avoid taking any shots? Nice. Do I shoot him or the others? No, I'll go for him. Oh! Like I said. Okay, okay. No. Let's go for him instead. And likely I'm struggling to get the shot into him. No! Yeah, fast lineups against slow tanks. That's annoying. And he's just rather running into all my teammates. Oh. Nice dead. Okay, he's behind there. Go back. Benjo saying Aqua because F is irregular on my streams. Yes, yeah, of course. On Aqua I also know the most people. I mean, I've interviewed Zert for the kind of podcast that I did about tournaments. I have streamed together with Daniel and with F, both of them. I've also streamed with Days, with whom I'm also in contact with more often. Apart from that, I don't know, no, not the others so much, but that's already 4 players, more than any other team. Let me maybe move towards the middle area. Because the enemies have a lot of mediums, so they are likely to play for the medium side. Oh, Leo in the middle. Oh, be kept right behind me. Maybe I can take out the Leo. Not the Leo, the other one. Shit. Okay. Good little TVP run. I just wanted to get back to the houses to maybe escape this circling maneuver. Nice job. Unexpected that the enemies all decided to go for the middle. And the heavy side, not the medium side. Lots of campers there as well. Kill him! Kill him! Oh my gosh, he low rolled so badly. Nah. Again, far from ideal for me that the mediums were around me and not getting fought by my teammates. If enemy mediums went to A, I could have crossfired them very easily. Vitali saying, so the final team will divide $65,000 between 7 of them? No. There will be $45,000 for the top 4 teams. I don't know right now the exact split. I don't see that yet. So expect something like maybe 20,000 for the main team, and that's between 8 or 9 players. I mean, there is a potential of 10 players per team, but mostly there are like rather 8 or 9. Good. What the hell is he doing? Not doing this anymore though. We could actually just go in. Nice. And I did not even get spotted. Let's go. And I'm not intending to take the cab. Wait. Go back. Don't tell me he's pushing. He doesn't have any advantage. Okay, maybe he does. Might be helpful. No. Turn. I think I have the next shot here. Okay, team. Let's pick him up first. Good. Hopefully I'm not a one-shot to the griller. Also, there's Sheridan right behind somewhere. Good. Let's commit. Nice. Okay, close one. Now Sheridan is most likely running, and I will try to catch him if he's running to the other side. No, he's stopping there. Okay, unexpected. Maybe he keeps running now. Okay. Was wondering whether he was already doing this. Let's go for a game on the T100, and after that I think I can get back to the tournaments. Okay, we have a medium advantage, but not a big one. I will try to spot the mediums nonetheless, or the rails over there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good for us. He's dying for free, basically. Oh yeah, finally getting the track shot. Great. Now the track shot. Sheridan already running. Wait, the heavy's in the middle? Nice. Let's go for VZ, not TNH. Oh, no. Nice. Not that amazing, but hey, come on, team. Come on, team. I don't want to take all the hits for you. If I get double tapped, I'm dead. Okay, show it in shot. Okay, now I can go. Ah, alright. Anyways, 3.6k assisted. And I think I even have time for one more battle. Hi, Yanis. Yeah, 8 minutes until next game. Not necessarily that great to get this map then, as it might be quite campy. Let's see. Okay. Keeping him spotted at least. We already lost the 50p. 30 seconds? Seriously? This is risky. He might have some tanks behind him. But the Shodan's on the other side. Nice. What else can I shoot from over here? Let's stay clear from CAWXK for now. Try to farm this guy. Good. He's still spotted for 20 and he's struggling to hide there. Please, RNG. Good. So crucial. Nice. SCP can pick him up. Good. And I can also try to go for B here. If I just... Oh my gosh. Okay. I wanted to go up the hill and shoot B. I think I've seen something fall over there. Do you have Kranwagen? Good. Okay, he just shot. I think the Kranwagen was over there, yeah. Let's try getting in some crossfire from the left side while the SCB is approaching from the right. Probably he is turning around, so I want to get closer as well. Nice. Maybe I get the kill shot still. Okay. 4.6k. SCP has him. Good. And he's asking for some tips for tank destroyers. Generally, of course, you don't want to get too aggressive early on because these tanks are struggling to really run away if they have to turn around, if the team is dying, stuff like that. Still, so you might start camping, you might start in the second row depending on your tank. If you have something with armor, feel free to actually get a bit more aggressive. But don't play super aggressively right at the start. You might just die way too quickly. But don't be afraid of moving in more aggressively once you got information. And it is so important that you are moving then and not standing around in the back. You know, you can see it all the time that tank destroyer players think of their tanks being just tower defense, TD tower defense. But it's not that. You don't have a tank that is not able to move, that is not allowed to move. You need to be in a position where you can actually shoot opponents. That's the main thing. So early on, position yourself behind your teammates. The teammates need to be spotting for you on a row in front of you somewhere. You might have one or so in front of you. But if your flank is falling, you will also have to back off. But mainly what you want to keep in mind is that you want to have some spotters to the front that you can support, aim for the spots where enemies are likely to peek out. If the tank to your front, your teammate is dying, you need to run away, you need to get to your teammates again. Otherwise you don't have spotters and you are unlikely to win against multiple tanks that might be flanking you, circling you, etc. So also, if you are not having shots, if you're standing around for 20-30 seconds and don't shoot anyone, probably you are in the wrong position. You want to move. Go somewhere where you're more useful. Look at where the enemies are and try to think of an angle where you can go for them by either moving to the left or the right. Doesn't matter. Just go somewhere else. Find some other way of supporting your teammates. Early on, you still need to be passive. You might be moving from one camping position to another, from one bush to another, while still being close to your teammates. In the end, then you can also get quite aggressive with a TD. Otherwise, you don't get any damage. And especially if your teammates need help, you definitely need to go in. Otherwise, you're losing the game by sitting too far behind. And your mates will hate you for that. If you have hit points, if you have at least some kind of armor, that is also helpful. But even without armor, even with a griller, you can play somewhat aggressively. You wouldn't camp in a Leopard 1, right? So you can also play a griller in some ways to shoot the others, but just don't play hull down against them. Don't try to bounce off their shots or so. Just go somewhere where you're surprising them by getting in the crossfire. Like the enemies are to the right, so you move to the left side and shoot them. Just like that. Just don't get to the front line, move around the front line, or support the front line from behind. Alright, so much about that. I'm also currently doing a guide on all tank classes, which is going to be a pretty long one, where I really talk about all that kind of stuff. A bit more in depth, with also showing some gameplay and some basically what I showed with my hands here. All the gesticulation will be some drawings on a stretch sketch board, and of course I have replays, example replays. So yeah, that's also about to drop quite soon. And I need to focus on the gameplay because the next tournament games are starting. Also, of course, we have lots of streams here on this channel, lots of videos already, mainly streams for all kinds of tanks that you might be interested in. Now, Winter Malinovka with PCCat versus Demon upper bracket means that the winner of this one is directly qualified for the main tournament, the top 4. The losing team is still having another chance in the lower bracket then. F3 spam on Winter Malinovka. Demon going for T100 LT and Super Conqueror. And then there is PCCat with an AMX M4 and also a T100 LT. T100 is doing basically the same move on either side, going towards the center. Bobby Fischer and Pyroblast. Crip got spotted early on. Good spot by Bobby Fischer in the bush. Good amount of information for PCCat. But also, PCCat is mostly spotted by now. Performance might be in trouble, although it is Deviat and also Dr. Watson who take the first shots. But Performance is alone. If there can be some push on the Performance, that would be good. As he could get focused, but Deviat takes a beating. A lot of angles for PCCat, a lot of tanks aiming for him. That was a bad start for Demon. They got the B cap and they can get the C cap, but they are losing a tank in the front who's still trapped there, cannot escape safely. Will get crossfire from the side very soon. Bobby Fischer quick to move up. Bobby now has the crossfire available. Deviat will get killed. Maybe still putting out the last shot, but that's a bounce. Bobby Fischer applying a good game with that flanking maneuver. Double caps to none nonetheless. Demon is not out yet, but they have a lot less hit points as well, and they are not having the greatest position necessarily. Pyroblast in the 1v1. This is going to be tricky, but he also put a tracer shell shot into Bobby. So he is having the advantage of having the opponent spotted and will get another shot into him because of that. And again, he has the tracer shell advantage. On the other side, there is a push going on. PCCat trying to work on their advantage based on the guns. They also have to push in. Crip is aggressive and getting focused now. Has 2 shots loaded, still puts in 1 255. Bad low roll, but gets picked up before even putting out the second one. API still having all tanks alive as they already killed 3. Playmaker stopping the C-cap. And Demon struggling to push forwards. Dr. Watson also in the middle now. Kopiat now in the focus of 3 or 4 tanks. Parmesan also not having any way of being useful anymore. On the other side, Pyroblast did win the 1v1. Is still trying to take the A cap, but that's not going to win him the game. I would need to put in some shots, but there is way too much. With all those tanks of PCCat still alive, only 1 tank died. Bad start for Demon. Just too aggressive, and that against APA. Pyroblast is just running into them, knowing that he has no chance. Doesn't want to sit around for much longer, or let his teammates sit around for much longer. So, Demon was really gambling a little bit with this move. And API really is a team that doesn't allow for any gambling. A really aggressive attempt that got punished so badly. Deviat and Crip both dealing basically no damage at all. 7 shots. Also bad RNG, I guess. I don't think it would have been about a bad aim, because all of those players have top level aim. Maybe some poorly aimed shots as well, but that must not happen in a high level tournament game. Otherwise it is losing games. And I'm putting the score to the wrong side, because it is APA or PCCat who got the first point. I'm still confused all the time because PCCat has played under the name of APA for the past several years. And suddenly they have a new clan tag playing against that team that probably made them switch their name. Because Demon was the first PC-only team making it to the top 4. And that was, of course, causing some controversy. Although I'm not too sure whether those guys have been absolutely mad about it. I could see some players, not necessarily from PCCat, not being happy about PC players in top level tournaments. But in the end, it's not about the mechanical skill all that much. And that is very close. Doesn't matter if you're on PC or touch. Alright, game number 2. PCCAT leading so far. Again, the F3 spam, of course. API, PCCAT going for the beloved edition of T100 and T95E6. They've done so multiple times already. On the other side, we see only one FE215B instead. Some more hit points, 1.1k hit points more for Demon. Also, great hash potential on the FE215B, really amazing done for that tank. Demon moving over to A, will get the cap lead based on that. And they will have slightly better positions. PCCAT again playing very, very carefully for the start. No gambling for them. Just taking safe positions, taking the C cap. They don't need the cap advantage necessarily. They often give up on that and rather play for the relocations. But there's a good shot by Deviat. And I'm a little bit surprised that PCCAT did go for that little map control. Mostly they do better at that. Elmery is still in the rear. But actually he is alone for the moment. And Demon has a good advantage in terms of hit points by 1.5k. Now even more, not to be getting crossfired. Not to be overcommitting. And is getting pushed onto now. Where is he? Oh, not to be. Over here. Down to a one shot now. Going down. Still getting killed. Misplay by PCCAT. To move that far. Maybe those tanks were doing a really nice job at remaining unspotted. But that could have been accounted for. PCCAT knows that this kind of bait is possible. Or they should know about that. And now it is Demon with a massive HP lead of about 3k hit points more, or almost 4k hit points more. And also the cap lead still. PCCAT would have to push in. But how are they going to do this? Not like this. Maybe they might apply for base A. They can crossfire Parmesan. But the light tank, once it got far away into safety, now has a crossfire. And I think it looks like PCCAT is free to go for base A even. Demon now pushing forwards. They have a target in mind. That is Object 3. Object being isolated to the front. Can get pushed onto very easily, not having the backup. PCCAT was just in a rotation towards the other side. So it is going to be a B cap for Demon. It is going to be a C cap for Demon. It is another kill for Demon. At the same time, they are losing someone on the other side. That's pretty sure. They are losing 2 tanks there, but not without taking out a T95E6. A very important tank for PCCAT, as it delivered some good mobility and DPM. The T100 still getting the farm, but Elmery also in the 1 versus 2 now. The T100 not able to support sufficiently. There is another kill for Demon, and this is going to be a very easy 7-0 game. Basically, 7 kills, not necessarily 7 kills, but still 7 tanks still alive against 3 caps as well. And that was just PCCAT misplaying badly, similarly to what we've seen happen to the Demon team on the last one. Both teams did go for some mistakes. Both teams gambled, and gambling is really not what you want to do in a top level tournament game. And both teams did show that they could prepare for all kinds of scenarios, like an isolated push somewhere, and that they are very familiar with these moves. 1-1 by that I guess both teams are not the greatest fans of Winter Malinovka based on how they play it. Maybe not in this meta. In other metas we've seen much safer strategies. But it's hard to take an advantage if everyone's playing the same tank, basically. If everyone goes for the 116 F3 only, then you cannot do all that many strategies after all. CAWXK going for double T100 now and a Kranwagen paired with the F3s. And Demon going for 2 T100s, double E50M, 1 Super Conqueror, 1 Hori and 1 F3 only. Nice to see this kind of lineup. We are on Castilla, by the way, a map that is often very campy, that allows for some good control of the map, and it is Demon also starting with a better spawn, as they have a very large hill, allowing them to spot the C area and also hold up the A area very, very well. CAWXK with the double T100s is likely spreading out and going for mostly A side, I guess. Maybe they could also go for a C push with a liner, but I think this looks a bit more like they were spreading out and going for passive gameplay. Hi Netforce, nice to see you here. CAWXK going for a B push potentially. And Demon spreading out. And I think the B push might have some good potential. Bobby Fischer spotting. Not getting in any spots though. And I don't think that this spot necessarily was the greatest, as Demon's lineup is not looking like a C push. Oh, performance. Down 700 hit points. Oh, about, no, more than that, 800. But B is getting capped by CAWXK now. A has been taken by Demon. Good map control by Demon. It will be almost impossible to push out Deviant. The E50M's misplaying though. Losing hit points on top of the hill, but I think they can just fall back into safety. Not too much of an issue, but there's a T100 farming still with the traitor shells. Lots of hit points lost on Demon's side. They are down 1.5k. But nonetheless, that might not matter all that much. Bobby Fischer is gating the second cap. Not getting blind fired. Oh, blind fire connecting. 525. That's been the Hori, I guess. Or maybe Crypt with a max roll. And it might be possible that he can get taken. That would have changed the outcome in favor of CAWXK if they were somehow able to take C, but they're still trying it. They might still get that C cap, and Demon will be at a disadvantage. Bobby Fischer did hide sufficiently behind that rock, managed to get the C buys. So double cap against 1. Hit points in favor of CAWXK, worthy cap lead. So this isn't looking all that great for Demon right now. And Deviant also loses a lot of hit points. But he is now hull down. Can potentially farm very nicely. CAWXK has many tanks trapped in positions that they cannot move out of. These 3 tanks can basically not move. But it is going to be about the other side. Double T100s and also the F3 moving in, trying to kill Samestitel. T100s will soon be spotted. Yeah, there they are spotted. Not to be already moving for Parmesan. And the light tanks are going in on Samestitel. They will get the kill fairly easily. Some detail. Now in a 1v1, Bobby Fischer fell down immediately, and this might be a problem for Elmery, as it is super hard to penetrate an E50M in FaceHack. But now the E50M did not manage to FaceHack anymore. Kopiat is now going in, and I don't think Kopiat will get away with this fight, but Elmery also getting shot from the other side. Pyroblast is also there. Pyroblast also supporting, so Bobby Fischer and Elmery at a disadvantage. Although it is Demon losing more and more tanks, they are also having to cap base B still, and Crip is going to go down, which means that double caps are still on side of PC Cat, and it is pretty much impossible to come back from this disadvantage. 3 versus 6. And Object 3 goes down. I don't know where to watch right now, but the whole Re gets killed. 984 points. Can there be another kill? No, Pyroblast. Low hit points, not able to pick up Bobby Fischer. And that is a win for PC Cat again. The double caps absolutely saved them. And I think in the end it was absolutely the perfect call for them to go for the B cap. Because that was the best way to counter the fast lineup of Demon. Demon's setup was very well suited for decapping base A, getting cap A, and also decapping the C cap. But they were not really having the tanks available to decap B, especially not multiple heavies in there. And at some point losing C was unavoidable for them. Inevitable. Really hard for them to relocate afterwards with the lack of heavy tanks and also hit points. And that was Demon losing on the battle spawn. Now it is PC Cat having that one after just winning the game. PC Cat going for double T100s whole Re. F3 lineup, and Demon picks double E50M Super Conqueror. This looks a bit like a C push strat for Demon, potentially. They might of course also hold A with the E50Ms. But often these kinds of lineups are used for a C push, as the E50Ms can take aggressive positions very early. The Super Conqueror might be on top of the hill. Other tanks pushing low. And APA, PC Cat has a lineup that could very well cover the C side as well. With the Hori, with the T100s, they might get the A cap advantage. And also pre-aim the C side. Bobby Fischer responsible for spotting this flank. And Demon is not going for the C push, only sending over one Super Conqueror. And he's not even going for the hill, maybe? He's going for the outer side. Now he's spotted by Bobby Fischer, takes a shot as well. Still going forwards. Despite being spotted, but he cannot get shot by the others over there just yet. So Dr. Watson is safe. A few more hit points lost. And also Demon goes for the B push. B cap, but there are more tanks of API ready for that. Still, I think Demon will get away with it. They have so many tanks in B. And also they are not trading all that badly against Crip. Also Elmery lost some hit points already. Where's Elmery? There is Elmery on the light tank. Hit points in favor of Demon as they are falling back from the B cap still. But they are not having... Do they have light tanks? No. That might be a bit problematic compared to the last game, where APA was simply having a light tank able to cap base C. That would be a lot tougher for Demon to do so unharmed. But they don't necessarily need to do so. Demon has strong positions for holding in the rear. They aren't really going for a C-sided strategy. It's a good map control. Pure Blast trying to pressure Crim. Going forwards here, will struggle with the Hori potentially. Oh, Crim just dropped down into the river, into safety. Crim getting shot at, down to 750 hit points. But Demon isn't having many more hit points in total. Parmesan also is a weak link in the formation. Very isolated, very far in front. Bobby Fischer might get to the side for cross-firing. Dr. Watson overcommitting, taking a lot of shots that could have been avoided. Now the T100 is approaching the hill. Has some good crossfire potentially. Hit points neck and neck. But PC Cat is moving in. They have Parmesan in focus. Losing a lot of hit points for that though. Crip is also there. Not to be going down first. Parmesan will also die, but I don't think this was worth it. Also at the same time, base A has been taken. A great move by Pyroblast to move into that. Was not possible for PC Cat to hold it. PC Cat now has to push in at a hit point and tank disadvantage. They have killed one, lost 2 tanks for that. Demon with a very smart move of covering their isolated tank while also capping base A. And also Crim is too far behind the enemy lines, or too close to the enemy lines. Will be taken out by Crip. Crim versus Crip. But Crip has a lot more hit points. And double caps to Demon. They just need to play for time. Playmaker pressuring Pyroblast, but losing a lot of hit points for that as well. And Samus Titil is also there. Directive armor has run out. And Playmaker won't be able to last long over there, won't be able to push forwards. Crip having the full clip, failing to connect his shots into Crim though. Still has directive armor. Oh, and that is a ram kill by Samus Titil, flying in from the side. APA or PC Cat losing with the kill of the T100. There flies the turret. Bobby Fischer even getting ammo wrecked. And that is the second win, I believe, for Demon. Really a nice execution. That was a good push. Both teams definitely showing that they are capable of that. Both teams also showing that they can do mistakes, that they are not infallible. But we are still to see 2 more games. Hi to Netforce and Mender, Ender, and Fusilier as well. Hi everyone. Excited for the next 2 games. We are switching maps to Yukon, and now with 2 wins needed for any of those teams to get their direct invite to the top 4. And BC Cat is running 1T100, 1E6 again, apart from the F3s. Demon going for double E50M again. I think the E6 and T100 lineup suited PC Cat very well so far. They've won almost every game that I've seen them play it. Double E50Ms weren't having the same kind of win rate on my streams of Demon at least. But of course I play them for a good reason. They will have some strategy prepared for that. Let's see. And we are getting into the game. Also, thank you, Eddie. Do you have the ability to see the opponent tank lineups before the start of the battle? I personally have, only as a spectator. Yeah, Net was also saying that. The teams down there, they don't see it, just as in random games. I have no idea. But to be honest, the lineups are mostly pretty obvious in this season because of the F3 spam. Demon playing for the A side. And CAWXK playing for a bait on the A side. E50M stopping. Maybe good on them. No, they are going forwards as they are not spotting anything. Now they are spotted. Could not get shot though. And it is a double cap for Demon. CAWXK plays safely all to one side, not caring for the cap lead because they count on their ability to relocate and play safely afterwards. The E50Ms have been spotted on the other side, and that is the signal for Bobby Fischer to play a bit more aggressively. He's attempting a blind shot into the bush, just trying to find out whether he would get spotted for it. Now he's going for the next bush, probably also shooting again, falling back, not getting spotted, so he has now enough information to actually go for base D. Just approaching the D cap from every possible angle before committing to it. On the other side, the E50Ms went for the corner, got shot though. They are not that well positioned there, as they don't have too reliable armor, cannot penetrate the unspotted F3s. Still, cap leads to Demon. CAWXK will have to do something about it. That might be pushing towards in base C. That might be pushing into the enemy spawn. Deviat is spotted here. Bobby puts in a nice shot. Bobby plays the light tank really well, I've gotta say. Also, of course, CAWXK might want to go for the A push, but I don't think that this would be the best call here for them based on the information that they had. So that's also not what they are doing. Playmaker is just slightly aggressing. Going to run into 1v2 though. At the same time, CAWXK is sending more forces into positions able to push the C cap. But they are still lacking info. Bobby Fischer relocating again, spotting a little bit for Playmaker. Bobby really just running around. Getting information wherever needed. And Performance is moving together with Krim towards the right side now. There is a push going on by CAWXK, but they are spotted very early. So this might not be all that successful. They are losing hit points. Demon has some good setup to hold. But now C is getting pushed onto. Pure Blast losing hit points. Not to be, can get counter pushed though by Samus Titel. No, it is about the E6 over here. Who is down on hit points as well. Playmaker will get killed for sure on his attempt to push into base A. And now Demon just needs to survive. They are losing Deviat for sure. Deviat is down to a one-shot. Bobby Fischer tracking only, not getting kill shot. But it's not allowing Deviat to put out any more kills. And also, base C is getting counter-captured by API. But B has been taken by Demon. Hit point advantage to PC Cat. Gun advantage to PC Cat as well. Not to be being a one-shot though. And Demon is getting close to the 1k points, but Crip fails the kill shot. Demon needs to get another kill. But it is APA, PC Cat, winning on the points as they were just better getting kills in. PC Cat with a very close win on this game. I think that Demon misplayed a little bit. They had the better positions, they were having more information, but they were not able to hold and did not keep their tanks alive. I mean, that Deviat was going down, that was clear, but they needed to somehow rack up more kills and keep more tanks alive for just a bit longer. And PC Cat simply outbrawled them. Good job by PC Cat. 3-2, so match point to the team of PC Cat. Only one win away. Selecula saying EU server with almost only Russian teams and players. Me. Yes, the game is tremendously popular in Russian-speaking countries, at least some countries of those having Russian as their second language. As you may imagine, that ex-Soviet states, especially in Eastern Europe, do speak Russian as a second language, same as most Western European nations do speak English as a secondary language. So a lot of those players are Ukrainian and also Russians who fled from the war potentially. I know of some of those for sure. I think Demon has almost only Ukrainian players, and they have some from other Eastern European countries. Also, the Russian population within Europe, or especially Germany, is really, really large, actually. It's one of the largest immigrant groups. So there is no reason to complain about it. Also, if you are looking at Europe, it extends into Russia, actually. Although Russia and Belarus are nowadays not part of the EU server anymore, of the EU region, according to the wargaming definition. But that does not exclude Russian-speaking populations elsewhere. And we are seeing the next game with that. Little X-Course. And PC Cat is playing for the D side very aggressively. So is Demon, and Parmesan is losing a lot of hit points, but still is in a good position. PC Cat is struggling to go in there without losing a lot of hit points, but Demon isn't all that well set up for punishing that. I think Demon is in trouble. Parmesan and Kopiat alone hit points will get pushed onto by the clipping autoloaders of PC Cat. This is not looking good for them. But Demon comes into the rear, is pushing forwards onto Krim, I suppose. Parmesan going down already. And gun advantage to PC Cat. But also performance is getting focused, and Kopiat will get the kill before going down. Now he's in the 1v1. Not having any DPM will struggle there. On the other side, one other tank has been taken out. Playmaker in the 1v1 against Deviat. He is going to be able to get that kill fairly soon. Bobby Fischer takes it. More hit points on the field for PC Cat. More guns as well. This looks good for PC Cat already. Demon committed a bit too hard to the medium side without having that much backup, which was potentially a bit of a misplay. But Crip is now going for Playmaker. I don't know if there's any chance for Demon to still win this game. They diminish the hit point advantage to PCCat, but they in the meantime reloaded their clips, so the hit points might quickly switch around again. And it looks like PCCat can push in with full clips loaded. Object 3 penetrates reliably, gets another kill shot. 3 tanks down, 2 tanks alive still on Demon side against 5. Playmaker will still get killed. Most likely not a penetration by Crip. If there was any chance, then now it's gone. As PCCat's tanks are moving up, Samastidal has an empty clip. Bobby Fischer, Object 3, Not to Be, and Elmery are going in for the kill. And Crip is the last one alive. And he is definitely very lost against that many Reds running into him. Great job by PCCat, and I think that was mostly a misplay by Demon to commit that aggressively to one side while not having everyone there to support. They had 3 tanks, I believe, on the B cap, which was a bit of an overkill. If they had more tanks on the D side, on the medium side, they might have been able to really punish API PCCat for pushing in like that. But that was simply not happening. The most dangerous tanks, the most important ones for farming the damage, Parmesan dealing no damage at all. Kofi at 1.4k damage only. That's not all that much. And that's it with the tournament games for today. PCCat was really strong today again. Even though I just saw on the chat, which I did not notice, Uni was not playing, which is actually their main caller. So even without Uni, they were really strong. There were some mistakes involved, of course, but in the end, both teams did mistakes. That's always to be expected from any team. And that was just a good job. By the way, guys, before you're leaving, we still have some giveaways that I can already announce. And I will just also cut off the delay now and go for some more random games. So, stay tuned for the giveaway just a second. And by the way, thanks for watching already. Please do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. If you did enjoy the stream so far. And I'll be happy to still see you for some randoms and some chat. And the giveaway, of course. Alright, now the delay is gone and we still have 2 giveaways actually. 1 battle pass is already out, we still have 1 more battle pass, and first of all I will give out the fan containers. It will be a shorter giveaway. 15 minutes and 2 winners for 2 fan containers each. On the Discord server on the giveaways channel, please check that one out. Okay, let me get the chat to the front as tournament games are over. Also, I wanna actually just check the other results, because one team will have dropped out already. Yep. It is Ezreal. That is not all that surprising, to be honest. So, PCCat already qualified for the main tournament because of that. PCCat, based on their win that they just had, PCCat, BLove, and Aqua are the 3 teams already in the top 4. And now it is all up to whether Demon or BPS wins on the lower bracket finals. they can still make it to the grand finals, and that is not going to matter much then. But yeah, either Demon or BPS. Today we've already seen Demon win 4-2 against BPS, and I would bet on Demon to also make it tomorrow, but everything might happen. So we might very well see Demon being the 4th team. Just my guess. Alright. Hi to everyone else who's watching. Jean, hi. David. Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you here. Do I spot aggressively? Yeah, let's go for it. I'm having a mobility advantage. Oh, enemies have type 5. Nice. And another track shot even. But I don't want to lose any hit points, so I will just shoot the bat shit instead. Oh, okay, okay. Let's run. I won't be able to fight over here. Not against these incoming heavies, that's way too much. Oh no, oh no. Okay, did not expect him to drop. This E50M is really not the brightest player ever, I guess. He was oh no! But he is also dead now. Why would he do this? Okay, teammate. I think that would be nice if I could shoot the FV. Hopefully I can kill him in one shot. Okay, Gorilla also survived. Oops. Okay. And I guess I will... Oh, nice. I will have some last shot here. Maybe even another one. Yep. Nice. Good game. I need more damage in an EU tank to get the reaction pack. What? European. Oh, what do I need here? Do I even want that? I don't want that. Oh no, I have 4 days still. I would probably still play some EU tanks. But not now. Now I'm enjoying the T100 again. Ah, go away. What the hell? Where are you going? I will still try to spot here. Okay. Enemies are running away and I'm failing to play this position properly. Anyways, I can shoot. And it's a low 8-point target, so that's good. I don't think he can hide. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Okay, dude. I guess I'm just going forwards then. Thank you, RNG. At least I get that kill. Well, where am I going? Not happy with my driving right now. But I think I can just move in. Yeah, it's about time. Let's not be too aggressive. Okay, fail. Yeah, I was just afraid that maybe TP was going for me. Oh, I hope I can go through here. Yes. Okay, nice. That was like the reaction back. Yeah, it's just not my taste. And how much damage do I need still? 40,000, no, 30,000 damage. It's not much. I have a reaction pack that I like anyways. I got all that I need. Although it would be really nice if we could combine the reaction packs basically and go for an individual choice. Because I can only pick like one of each that I really like. I don't have any single complete set that I prefer over the other ones that much. Just one single emoji basically. Or sticker. Gotta shoot. Promo. And I should help my teammates. Oh, he woke up. Ah. Okay. I think I'll trade with him once, because I can keep him spotted. Also, he's low on hit points, so relatively speaking, my trade was better. Nice one as well. Oh. Okay, let's just not get HE'd. Okay. All right. They still have S to B one shot and 140. Let's try not to get spotted right now. Nah. But hey, I got a cap. Oh, nice. Good. Maybe he's training for me. Let's fall back. Oh, it's going in. Okay. E100 revenge. Yes, kind of. He wanted me. Actually, there is 10v10, will help to farm damage. Of course, the damage per game might be bigger, but also you should keep in mind that the games are lasting longer. So damage per minute might not be as high. Especially since you cannot get as aggressive early on. I would doubt that it is actually more effective at farming the damage. The same thing is true for all the game modes where people usually are saying you get more XP, etc. Yes, you get more XP, yes, you get more kills and damage, but at the same time the games sometimes last 3 times as long while you'll only get 3 times the XP. So it's only worth it if you are then having boosters applied and the multipliers like ×5. So you're saving on boosters basically. Few game modes actually get you more XP per minute. Meh. Okay, Sheridan. Hello? How you like that? Let's try to shoot the 183. Nope, he dropped down. Not the second one. Nah. Am I spotted? Based on his movement, I would guess that I was spotted. Okay. Probably yes. But let's make sure I don't take any more shots. Good. And I can still go up for the Sheridan maybe. No, he's down. TVP has him. Can I get to the Leo? Enemies also still have a Minotauro. I'm not getting him yet. Okay, can farm like this. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't work. Nice. And I guess he's dead. Yeah. Oh, still 3.4k. Just need to make sure to stay safe of the Mino. Hi, Disturbed Eye Bro. Good to see you. Hi, Helmy as well. Last year they sold a reaction pack in background with the money going in prize player. Will they do that again? How am I supposed to know? I don't know. But I guess maybe yes. Probably. Unlikely that they do something like that only once. Dmitry asking, this T100 is good for a new but decent player, something important to know. For a light tank, it's a lot of fun. I really love it. But it's light tanks in general are not easy tanks to play for beginners. That you should be aware of. Because you need to kind of know some first spotting positions and relocate a lot. Although you don't necessarily need the first spot positions, you can also... Okay. You can also just apply for the movement. I need to run away. If you are not that secure in your mechanical skills yet. Okay. So that means driving, shooting, etc. I would recommend generally going for heavies and medium tanks first. Okay. So pick something like an E50M first if you want something faster. Also, I need to run away because there's some enemy coming from my back and my teammates are all pushing forwards. That's not good. I think I can go for the Kranwagen. Ah, no, not this guy again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Can I kill? No, but that's good. Yeah. For now I'm safe. Any chance of killing Sheridan? Not really. Nice. Double crans are really dangerous to me because of their clips. Good on him for running. Okay, can I somehow deal more damage though? I think maybe I can drop behind. Also, I'm not a one-shot yet, so let's go. Okay, just 3.5, but still a good game. Also, Vitaly saying better trail on level 7 and A before moving to tier 10. For beginners, yeah, that's also something you should keep in mind. It's generally a lot easier to play at tier 7, 8. And maybe you are just having a much better time at learning how to perform well, especially when it comes to closer games where you are really having to carry, because it's easier on lower tiers. But on lower tiers, the light tanks and mediums are not necessarily as strong. That kind of gameplay is harder there. I would go for E50M line if you want to get some great tier 10 medium tank. Although a rebalancing might happen very soon, so all my advices need to be taken with a bit of a grain of salt. So currently still E50M definitely is the one medium to go for. That is because it's very easy to play just up front to the enemies. You can play a bit in side scrap, you can be playing hull down. And actually, I just noticed my team is going all right side, which is weird because it's a medium lineup. Like almost no heavy tanks, yeah. Like the enemies are doing the same. I might try to just push the city. Let's try one blind shot. Typical TD position. Okay. I'm spotting a lot, so that's actually good, but I might get penetrated here. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's not good. That's not good, but let's not take any more shots. Maybe my teammates want to go in? No. I need to find some different opportunities then. Something better. Enemies are too campy. I cannot go into them. But this batshit just overcommitted. There's a T62 as well that I can also go for. Ah. Too early. Okay, he's reloading. But I'm not able to push in. Oh man, the driver is annoying now. Come on, batshit. Please don't leave me. Please don't. Don't let me die. Okay. Good. Enemies still have the gorilla. Ah. Nice. Well, maybe I still have one more shot. Not impossible. Okay. Patton is very strong, and accurate tank is armor lot very strong, correct gun. E50M is stronger though. Patton is a great tank to go for, yes. Might be the second medium I would recommend for beginners, but the E50M is just definitely stronger. Similar playstyle, but the E50M has side scraping abilities, or actually M48 as well. But this tank can also ram and just go in. You can get away with a lot of wriggling. Is Hori good line to go for? Absolutely. At the moment, that's the best TD you could possibly get. Also, I think the last giveaway has just been finished. I will go for the next giveaway after this game then. What middle tech tree good besides E50M? I think even if the E50M gets nerfed, you're still good to go for it. Just based on it having some pretty easy to play hull playstyle based on the hull armor. I don't think it gets nerfed so much that it becomes unplayable. Okay, TVP. Enemies are greedy. Come on. Yes, stay right there. Nice. Okay, this might hurt a bit. Yeah, I'm stuck on this freaking rock. It's okay, it's okay. Let's kill the pattern. Yeah, pattern, projectile. Oh, good. Nice. Do I risk peeking? Yeah, let's go. And also I want to shoot the 50B. Use my alpha damage. Somebody else can go for the TVP. I don't care. Game is won anyways. Bounce. Mm-hmm. Take that. Okay. I think he probably just shot based on the fact that he's using adrenaline. Okay. Nice. Lovely gun this tank has. Very, very accurate and great penetration, of course, and then reactive armor on top. Kind of bouncy armor as well. Not reliable, but yeah. What middle tech tree good besides E50 in case it will be nerfed to dual oblivion? Yeah, I think I also kind of answered to that, that I don't think it gets nerfed that badly, but it will probably get nerfed as it's currently one of the strongest tanks. But with the rebalancing, we never know what is going to happen. Strongest tanks might get nerfed a little bit or really badly. If they get nerfed a bit, then they are still good to play. The average tanks might not get touched at all or might be picked to become one of the best ones. The worst tanks might be changed a bit so they are either just good average or just one of the best ones. I mean, that's rare. You never really know. Honestly, it's useless to make such a prediction. Next month, I guess we will know more because after the tournament ends, the next rebalancing is likely to come. Reason to play a TD. Just for the challenge of it. Just a different playstyle. Of course, you might say that it is only worth playing the best tanks in the game, but I like having a challenge. I would get bored only playing the best ones. So for TD, of course, you cannot start as aggressively as with other tanks. So you start a bit more passively, just like I'm doing right now. Wait for some information, maybe put in an early shot, and then you go. Then you decide where you can go next. Enemies are not peeking at me. Not worth standing around here forever. That would be the biggest TD mistake that possibly I could do. And many players aren't doing so, but I don't have anything to shoot at. There are only 2 enemies to the front. I have all my teammates with me. Let's do something else instead. Maybe I'm not going to go full on brawl, but I could maybe pressure here. Also, I'm having reactive armor, so my trades are going to be quite good. Yep. Definitely quite good. There's a rock. I cannot go forwards here, right? Ugh. Nice sound. Let's not run into the crossfire and get shot by the other TDs. So I'm going to wait a bit. Teammates, can you spot the other TT again? Or do I just go in here? Is he able to stand there? Yes. Shit. That was bad. Yeah, that was very risky for me to peek like this. Then also my shots are not connecting anything. But I cannot get more aggressive, and if I stay around, stand around, I'm useless. How can I do anything? How can I fight without dying? That's the question now. Maybe T100? Yep. I can't really peek here. Oh, can I? Where's the enemy? Yo. There he is. Nice. Good. Slowly working my way forwards. Kind of tricky to push in here, as I would be running into crossfire quite easily. Maybe Reno game. Yeah, let's go. Might also get nerfed soon. I don't know. Maybe it's left in place. Leon for Vitaly. Yeah, I can also go for that one. Spotters are most important for TD to be successful. Yes, it is important to have spotters, but no. It is important for you to put yourself into a position that you have some spotters to your front. That is the skill that you need to have. Don't count on your teammates to spot. Go somewhere where they actually spot. Of course, it can be very annoying if you are somewhere right behind someone and then they are just actually hiding and not collecting any information and you don't realize that. Might be the case. Okay, I hope my teammates are coming because otherwise I'm in trouble. Come on, team. This is bad. Like, come on. Go. Oh no, they stopped. They stopped moving. Oh, nice. Phew, okay. Campus still did something. That's what I counted on. That's why I also shifted over to shoot the Reno Cheronte instead. Shoot someone else, please. Yes. Also, teammates can shoot him if he pushes me. Please, no high roll. Nice. And luckily there are no other campers shooting me. All the enemies are spotted, so I can also go for the VZ instead. He's reloading now. Oh no, speed boost. Oh my gosh, okay. And my teammate is standing around here still. Ah. Is there any chance of winning? T57, why are you going forwards? Oh no. What the hell? Why is he offering his life? Okay. Completely useless move by the T57. What the hell was that? Oh my gosh, that was so stupid. Ah. Okay. As you were just mentioning the TD play style, talking about campers, I want to go for a TD game to show you that you don't have to count on the spotters. If you are on a slow tank, go straight away for that corner. If you want to play for the C corner, for the heavy-sided corner, you need to commit to the corner, otherwise you are not having any chance. You cannot win that flank without having the corner. If you're just camping, you are letting the enemies kill the corner, take better positions, take the C cap. Either you play for the medium side or you get aggressive. Okay, nice peek. Okay, good. That was also something you could avoid. Actually, you could just play here and wait for enemies to do something, and then you punish them while you're just standing behind the corner. I think he might be peeking again. Okay, I don't really... Oh no, of course, now he's moving out. Great timing. But he's going to go in, most likely, into K91. I should just probably go in from the right side to cover. Yep. So I don't need spotters, I just need someone that I can help. Like this K91 there. I need someone to be in front of me, while I'm not the first one in line. Nice. On the first peek I was just like, okay, I'm speedy, I might have good camouflage. Enemies might not get me. And he's not going to high roll me, right? Good. And I can have him. Good. Alright. Just keep that in mind with a TD. Generally, you don't want to be the one to get focused. And you don't want to lose hit points early on. That's not a good thing. But you don't want to be the one to get focused. You want to support some teammates. And for that, they don't need to be spotters, because if you are camping in the back and counting on them to spot properly, then it's just not successful. Let's go for another Reno game, because that was a little bit disappointing.
For from Darkman_SMX, TNX for playing 268.
Darkman, thank you. You're welcome. Hi Hans. And also the Leo was requested. I will also remember to play that one. Oh, Kranwagen going left, which means we are going to be 2 heavies against 3. I do see that on the lineup immediately. That's very important. Check your tank class out. Like 3 heavies versus 3. 1 tank going to the other side. Okay, suddenly we are at a disadvantage. I need to be careful. I need to be rather passive. I cannot get aggressive on base C. I might either camp like this or even get back even further. Or I think in this case I might even commit to just playing the other side, because I'm useless here. And I think I might be... Oh. What's that move? I think I will stick around here for a moment. Oh, bad shot. But okay, enemies are getting to my rear. I did 2 mistakes here on 2 shots, and that was not using my auto-reloader for the best DPM potential. Also here I could have reloaded the second one, but I think it might be good to just shoot. Highest DPM is on the last shot anyways. Okay, now I reload my entire clip, so I go for some better trades, unless the E100 is just shooting, because the better DPM is right now anyways. Others are camping over there, okay. Okay, now. Now I will just wait for my reload. Good. Nah, I don't like this. I would have loved to farm some more damage. But okay. $2.9k only, that's not a lot. And he's also down 7-0. Man, I want to go for one more game. I don't know what you are doing incorrectly on the Rhino Chironta, so it's really hard to judge. There could be lots of mistakes being done. Maybe it's about the positioning because you expect to have too much armor. Maybe you are not that familiar with the armor profile. Or maybe it's just because you are generally going for the same spots all the time. And that is just not working out, because you need to pay attention to the lineup. Again, 2 heavies versus 3. I cannot play the heavy side too aggressively. Next thought is, maybe I support the medium side. There it is a 3 versus 3. I might help pushing that, but on this map pushing is hardly ever possible. So I might just opt to play the medium side passively, or punish someone like this guy. Maybe track shot. Maybe peeking again. Oh, okay. Lacking gun depression in this case.
Holy moly!
Gene super chatted €5, another 268 for a Darkman.
So, thank you. Okay. Okay, another one for Darkman. Okay, I see 2 heavies on the left side. Most of the mediums as well. 1 heavy on base D. He's alone. Let's go for him. Very easy to see here. I just needed to pay attention to the heavy tanks, and I did see, okay, 2 on the other side. Just 1 over here. Okay, he just shot twice. I reload 1 to go for some better trade again. Let's put in 2 and fall back. There's still a gorilla. I need to be careful with that one. Kranwagen can take him out. Gorilla just got spotted for shooting. Ugh. Okay, it would be great if we could actually take out that gorilla. But there's an E6 already coming. Let's reload the second one as well. Don't want to go for bad trades. Okay, Kranwagen has him. I will turn around. Game isn't looking all that good, actually. Kran still didn't finish. Please finally get rid of him. Thank you. Poor. Sure. Okay, nice team. There's another one coming as well, right? Yeah. So we had 183 Kranwagen, myself and the Sheridan going for just 1 or 2 tanks. Killing VZ and then failing to kill the Gorilla. That's not a good trade. I did my part, I think. Okay. 268 for Jean and Darkman. Wacky Jackie, good evening. Also, I still wanted to go for the Leo, right? Moin Zweitakt. Mediums died and didn't bleed anything, yeah. Big issue on this game. Let's start in the camping position first, see if I can have any shots. But with my teammates on the right, the enemies are hiding behind that hill in an angle that I cannot shoot them. So I will be useless if I stay in this spot. Let's go somewhere else and see if I maybe am able to push forwards together with my mediums. Maybe he's running, or I can just... yeah. Ugh. I shot a chimney. GG Sheridan. Good. What the hell is he doing? Oh no. I'm dead, I guess. I'm dead, yeah. Okay. What exactly? But the 907 might just get me. They all on me now. Gotta wait for my teammates. I'm not even attempting to peek here. I will just wait. What do you think? Is the 907 still aiming for me? Yes. No, it's not aiming for me. But still there. But we lost almost all teammates already. Rip. Ah, guys. Pushing center and then not going for the weaker side. Wow, good push concept. The thing is, going for the center absolutely works, but you cannot push through the center, because then you end up being crossfire from all different angles. So you need to, if you go for the center, you need to collect the information and then decide, like going for the weaker side of the enemies. And it was pretty obvious here in this case that the enemies were just simply having 2 mediums on the left. We had 4 tanks in the middle. We could easily push them out. Well, almost all enemies were spotted on the right. We could completely ignore the right side by simply going left, kill mediums. 907 was even running away. So we would have a really good time simply pushing in. But we needed to decide, and I think I just expected a bit too much from my teammates. And I played this a bit like I was in a platoon with another tournament player. It was a bit surprising to me to then have Sheridan behind as well. As the 907 ran away. Okay, I'm not having any spotter, it's completely useless to be here. About spotters here, yeah. Now we have the situation T100 not going for the medium side. Whereas he could have had a nice advantage for himself and our whole team by going there. But that's just not the case. So if I stood around on C, I would not have any information. But I know the CC is basically spotting for me. He's a weak spot in our formation, and KPZ was going for him already. I might be able to pick up the kill, hopefully. Aim. There we go, nice. Our T100 was a truly amazing player. Already dead. Maybe we can take out the FE45. If I do surprise him like this. WT, please shoot him. Oh no. Okay. I'm safe, I guess. I'm safe, yes. Nice. 50 TP is still a bit of a problem. I might be able to take him out. Felice could be spotting for me on A, but I don't know about that. Nah, unfortunate. Oh shit. Am I dead? No. Kranwagen camping. I'm a one-shot, I need to hide. There's one more guy behind A. Forge still on 1.1k hit points, and then there is the 50 TP being an HE one-shot to me. That I could easily take out. It's all about the Felice and the Kranwagen. I don't have any trust in the Kran. But maybe he can at least spot my rear while I cover this area. I won't do the mistake. There we go. Nice. Good. Okay, let's actually hide here for a moment. The Foch might be in our spawn or on C still. He was playing quite aggressively though, so I would expect him to not stand around necessarily, but maybe he's relocating again. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. Tricky battle, for sure. This guy was doing a very good job. This guy, not so much. Okay. Leopard. I think I just lost a ton of games, right? Yeah, quite a few. Felicia, 4 shells. Yes, Felicia has 440 alpha damage times 4. 4 seconds in between the shots though, which is quite a lot. Has good armor overall, small lower plate. The last shell is a reserve shell with 16 or 20 seconds reload time. So mostly it's a 3-shot auto reloader. Wait, we still have a giveaway, right? Kind of forgot about that one. We have one more battle pass for giveaway. Oh. Oh, nice. Is he going in? No. I mean, I have backup. Oh. Oh no, not this one. I'm dead. Unless I can run away. What? Okay. Doesn't look all that great here. Sheridan is dead, basically. Nice shot. Oh, he did survive. Oh my gosh. Let's try to run away. Although it's of course basically lost. Then I failed this shot. No. Just want to get unspotted before running. But I doubt that I will be able to run without getting spotted. Whew, okay. No. What? What? That was blind. That must have been blind. A7 was already unspotted. Okay. 3.1k. Wait, giveaway. I'm probably not getting to start it before the game is starting. 60 minutes, one winner, prize, BP. Okay. It started on the giveaways channel, on the Discord server again. Please just hit the reaction and you are in. Please also use your in-game name as a server nickname. And don't enter for other people because we want to make sure that everyone gets a fair chance. Okay. Actually not my favorite first spotting position. I don't know why I did go here. Sometimes I bring in some variation. Was not really that successful. I will not even go for the city at all. I will try to play for the other side instead. Too much is already... Huh? Too much is already over there. Okay, I did remain unspotted. Nice. Maybe I could still go in. Teammates might need some help, and I think there is a good opportunity of just killing the city. Let's do this. As the enemy is overcommitted like that, now there's a good opportunity. Both turning for me, of course. Oh, why was he already turned for me? That was my question. Okay, good. Won this flank. STB is also a vulnerable target that we can go for. Good. Okay, too low. Nice. Maybe no. With the Leo, actually, you don't want to be the one in the front unless you are really trading shots, like 2 shots for 1 or so. Then it can be done, or rarely you may decide to trade alpha damage, like I did with the 140. But I also knew I had some more backup, so I was kind of fine with that. Here I also knew, okay, I can just try 2-on-1. The game is over anyways. Nah. Okay. Aim. There we go. Nice. But the goal as a Leo player is to just be a support tank, to get around and find weak links in the enemy formation. That way, actually, you are able to farm the damage. Not the tank to be right up front against the enemies with. Okay, 2 meds versus 3 I see already. I don't want to go mid side. Leo plays is shoot, get unspotted, shoot again. Yes. Just like that. Oh, okay, I'm running into my teammate, sorry. Enemies only have 2 heavies also, so I would not expect them to go for the heavy side at all. Or maybe they are in the middle, maybe they are all on the medium side. I don't really care about the caps. It's not a tournament game. Let's see if anything's here still. Okay, can we go in? He might have backup by some TT. He might spot me as well. Nope. Nice. Let's get unspotted. Only takes 7 seconds. So 1, 2, let's go. And I will want to find out whether there's anyone here. Maybe I can help my mates out in the middle. Ouch. This is going to hurt. Ooh. Oh. This is not good at all. Nice. Minotauro is also out. 268 was camping behind the BZ. Good. Enemy E50M spotted now. Let me run away. I don't want to be in the front. Like that. I can stay unspotted, right? Yeah. Come on, E50, go in. Of course he's not going. He can't. Maybe I can go for blind shot. Yes. Did not penetrate though. And we're winning on cap points. So let's just YOLO. Oh, okay. It's all fine, the game's over. We would have won on points anyways. So, about the Leo playstyle again. It's like a light tank playstyle that is the only strength as mobility and the gun. Not the armor, not the hit points, just mobility and gun. You can also counter view range, but yeah. Mainly what you want to do is maybe spot, but then you go to the outer side of the map, flank to the weaker side of the opponents. You see, after you get some information, okay, the enemies have like 3 tanks over there, 4 tanks over there, mostly like 2 tanks to one side, 5 tanks to the other. You go for the weaker side. Even if the enemies are all going for one side, you go for the weaker side. You flank around at a distance. You try to be sneaky, put in some crossfire. You want to use your gun effectively and not be caught in a 1v1 or so. Try to fight for an advantage with the DPM that you have, with the accuracy. So you are just farming damage effectively and maybe taking out some isolated targets. Not always you're getting that far away from the opponents and flanking around for a really long flank. So it might be a smaller flanking maneuver, but still essentially that is what I'm doing all the time. Always going for the weaker side. Like weaker side of the opponents. In some rare cases, reinforcing the weaker side of my team instead of pushing the weaker side of the opponents. That might also be something worth pursuing. Okay, there is only one tank here. We have all our teammates with us. Would not be surprised if there was a camper, but hey, we gotta go in, guys. Guys, there's one tank. Why are you afraid? Do I want to be the one pushing? Let's see what I can do in our rear. As I'm not really able to go in. No, not the armor rack. Oh, yeah. The only strength that I have, DPM, is now gone. Scusi? What are you doing? Streetswagen, maybe? Nice. I'm just supporting. I do see when I'm unspotted again. Okay, he was still prepared, I could have seen. Let's not peek right now. I don't want to get blown up. He's now turning array. By the way, I have absolutely no clue where the enemy 183 is. Now I do. Good. Okay, I think I could just hear him shoot. Time for me to just go in. And behind. Nice. Alright. Was there still another special tank you will want some help with? Anything else I really need to go for before I end the stream? Okay, difficult map for me because I play a pretty large tank. I might still do my standard first spot in the middle. Okay, there's some help on the medium side as well, that's good. Okay. This is weird. Enemies are all on the medium side. That I can tell already. Although, no, what? Okay, I did not manage to spot them then. That's weird. And I don't like being here, honestly. I'm between the enemies. My teammates either need to go or I'm in big trouble. Go team. Man. This is not good. Okay. Maybe I can shoot the pattern. Okay, he spotted me. Still, he did not realize. Now he did. Just playing supporter. I don't need to be on the right side. So if I go there as well, we might give up too much of an advantage on the left. No. I think at least. Yeah. Let's not get one shot, please. Good. Oh, there he is. Is he high rolling? No. Good. Yeah, I would have also been able to potentially push into the 60 piece, but I really did not trust my teammates in going forwards. And I might have been the only one trying to push and had to take some shots by enemies. Could have lost a lot of hit points, if not died, so it felt safer to me to simply farm damage. I mean, my strength is not necessarily pushing unless I can get behind the enemy safely. My strength is the gun shooting damage output. Could you do the lion? I'm not doing good in it. That is also because it's a pretty bad tank, honestly. I'm also not doing good in it, but maybe still it helps you to see it. Maybe that still helps you apply a bit better. But I think lion it's not that great, honestly. Player 420, welcome. Also, hi to Mobilny Dealer. And also, Pro LPSD, thank you. No more wargaming, hello, as well to you. Okay. What I want to do in this tank is not play it as a DPM tank. I want to try to put out 2 shots into one single opponent all the time. That's when it's good. And actually I'm trying to outtrade using tungsten rounds right at the start. Because it was kind of dumb to play there. I'm getting blocked. Okay, you can have the 1 shot. Oh, hello. Ouch. Can we please just kill him? He's alone. I will just get behind here. Nice. I would have even used the reserve shell because compared to others, the reserve shell on this tank is still acceptable to use sometimes. It's not a huge reload time. Still mostly want to avoid that. What you can actually... Okay, let's reload. What you can actually also do to maximize the damage output using tungsten rounds is to go for 2 shots with tungsten rounds. Oh, let's do so. Then you reload 1. That's a secret there. And then you have 2 shots again using tungsten rounds. In this case, I'm not using it. I wouldn't even have the chance, but I also see a lot of enemies are close by, so I rather want to reload my clip. I can then, again, put out my shots, including the reserve shell. Perfect timing for me to move in. Great, 5.2k even. So actually a bad demonstration of this being a bad tank. Hi Welchie. Ah, mobility dealer just renamed. Okay. I was already confused that that was the same profile picture twice. As far as I could tell, it's the same. Oh, lots of mediums here. Not a fan of that. And we don't have a lot of armor either. I have absolutely no trust in my teammates. And I hate this medium side because you can just get overrun so easily. Also, heavies are going left. I can basically give up on the mediums already. They are dead. Maybe they survive for long enough for us to be able to push this flank. Enemies only have 1 heavy, that is rather unlikely to be here. Maybe. Okay, they are here. Now I need my teammates to go. Okay, not a bad start for me and for our team. Let's reload too. Good. I don't like this. Okay, team, go, 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 go. I'm so afraid of getting crossfired from behind. I did not want to go in like this. Okay. You could see me trying to hide here. Let's actually use a reserve shell in disguise, just so we can kill him faster. I have some time before the others arrive anyways. Let's try it again for the next one. And now I wanna get in some better angle for cross-firing them. I can also use the bushes here. Nice. Close. Let's just get unspotted and reload. Game is basically won. Okay. Did not think I would get shot at. But obviously the right thing to do for the Progetto, to just come back. Use the bush. We should win this nonetheless. Who's contesting or contested for T4? Yeah, Darkman already saying it. In the top 4 are already BLAF, Aqua, and APA PC Cat. Tomorrow, DPS and Demon are still playing, and the winner of that match is going to also make it into the top 4. Pro LPSD asking, my friend, I need a strong technique. I am new to the game. What is your advice to me? Ooh, there would be a lot to say. I actually recommend watching some of my videos. It sounds a bit stupid to say it like that, but I have a lot of videos with quick tips. And you will definitely find some good knowledge. I have a Blitz Tactics playlist with all kinds of little tips for different scenarios. There's also more to come, although I don't release videos that regularly. But still, you will find something there. If I was to give you just one right now, focus more on keeping your hit points and then putting out the damage. Of course, you want to always put in damage from the start to the end and never stand around for too long. But don't waste your hit points. You want to be alive in the very end. So Blitz is all about evaluating the risk. Finding out whether you are in a safe position or not. It can be as simple as reading how many tanks are there in front of you, how many tanks are there with you. Next level, are the enemies in better positions? Do they have better tanks? Okay, 1-1, you are annoying. Okay, we have more tanks than the enemies now. We can go. But we need to go to that side. Because we want to kill the flank first. I'm losing a lot of hit points. For this, I don't like this. I think I will help in the back. Side. Oh my gosh, if we've turned around. Don't tell me the Progetto is actually still surviving here. We lost so many teammates already. How's that? Oh, now you call attack after you've been camping all the time. I'm back. Not going to stream much longer though, but just didn't want to end on this one. Yeah, internet went out completely. Not just the Wi-Fi. Okay. Right, I will just do like 1 or 2 more games, I would say, and also end the stream then. Almost just ended. Was already writing in the chat because it's been several seconds of not having any connection anymore, which usually it's just back quite quickly. Oh. Let's actually use tungsten rounds here. Nice. Okay. No, okay. I definitely need to run away. Good. The guy is picking up again, right? Maybe. I don't know if the chat is not updating right now. Probably not. Oh. Wait a second. It's not the greatest position to peek at, as I cannot just be held on. But at least I'm one spotted quite quickly. Oh no, TVP coming for me. Oh no. But I can use a bush here maybe? No, not all too well. Oh sure. Sure. His push was better than mine. Well, she asked me if I ever played what PC. Yes, I did. Just a little bit, but never really enjoyed it. What PC is just too slow in my opinion. Just campy playstyle, not much happening. And then RT, of course. Campers are already bad in Blitz, but I like the more tactical and quicker gameplay here. When I go for some 140, yeah, maybe I'll end on 140 then. Also fun tank. Top 8 is for noobs, so I don't know. Retirement from Blitz is coming. Okay, well, G, how many times did you win already? Okay, that was kind of bad. Okay. Enemies have 3 caps, but we got 2 kills. I would say the kills are better. Three by now, good. No. Nice. I think I might be able to go for him. Just gotta stay clear of that T62. Is he coming for me? No, not quite. Good. And I don't think he has a full clip, right? No. Nice. 7-0 still. One top 8 every time. Okay, okay. CS63 was also one. Yeah, 140. There it is. Clan was pay to win mostly because of F3 spam. This season, unfortunately, yes. Last season it hasn't been the case. But on lower level team, I don't think you don't get that many of the F3s, I reckon. Because people are not expecting to get any money back from from playing tournaments. Apart from more try-hardy ones, of course, yeah. But generally, yeah, it's not necessarily just pay to win. It's just in this case we have some strong tanks that are premium tanks, unfortunately, and also trade tanks. Mostly that is not really the case. Also, they aren't necessarily new ones, and they can absolutely not fight an STB Halder. I got to go elsewhere. But where is the question now? Oh. Nice. That's good. Oh, this guy. Like this go, like this is kind of fine. Because he doesn't have any gun depression, probably, and he can just not fight me on flat terrain. Nice. Let's just blind shoot the bush. Oh. Sad. There's another one. Good. Let's go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to go in there. Also because I'm still spotted for quite a while. Nice. I will relocate and try to fight for the other side. Enemy T100 is also a good player. That I can tell based on his playstyle and also because I know him. I would not want to go into him and gamble on winning. Anyways, he's healthier and that's the deciding factor. He has more hit points. So I want to try doing something else instead. Might be over here. Go back a bit. Okay. Oh no, it's not. Wait, what? For a moment, I was thinking, okay, that's the T100, but it's not. Go. Go. Oh, quick commands don't work. Ah, go for B. Gosh, can you please move? He can't. He's an idiot. Thank you for focusing me. Thank you. It was absolutely necessary, I guess, to kill me. Yeah, I think that was focus fire because he did not focus on damage. Although in the end, yeah, maybe it was better for him to kill me. Not like I would have had any chance against him. Nah, could have just gone for the damage. Amazing. Good job, 60 TP. You could just go in on B. I guess I will have to play one more. Nice camper. Camping 60 TP and in the end, not going. What kind of buff if it's... Well, what kind of buff? It's not light and doesn't have armor? Wait, what are you talking about? Kind of funny that no one is listening to the one trying to be the commander. I find such people so annoying to just writing on a chat trying to command everyone else where to go. It's not because they knew better that they are writing something, just because they think they know better mostly and try to be in charge when it's actually not about that. But okay. We got good control of the right side, that's good. I like that. Also got some on the left. Also good. Nah. No, he didn't even have spore liner. Is he going back or forwards? He's staying. Not healthy for him. I can try to pressure their spawn. Maybe kill the 9 or 7 still. Meh. I need to be more helpful to my teammates. I think I'll do so over here. Can take out this gorilla. Maybe get behind the Hori. Okay. He's going in, weirdly. Take that. Hori shot. And I will have to kill. We also won the other side. So it's GG. Alright, nice. Turning. What? Okay. Darkman asking, is later top 6 on NA? I don't really know, to be honest. Let me see. Probably. Yes. Same date. Then it should be starting at like 3 AM. Yeah, that's the usual time. So in 3.5 hours. If you want to stay awake until then, I don't know. But yeah, you get a good 140 game. Decent for farming, or kind of good as well, as long as you have opponents to the front, you're having a good time, but it's not that great at farming compared to others, because you're not having the alpha damage, and you are not really focus firing enemies too well. So you get some good damage in. But then when it comes to pushes, the 140 is absolutely outstanding, because then you can put in massive DPM into their rear, and also you're quite quick to be there in the necessary positions to put in the crossfire. Gene asking, Wargaming should rework on how aces work. Why? I mean, currently the system is basically, just in case you don't remember, it's all about prove your master controlling by earn more XP in a battle than the average highest XP of 99% of the players. And then let's go, of course, 99%, 95% or so. Which means the average highest XP, if there are a lot of people playing it, then there is basically a very high chance of the ace being really high. That's all about that. Which is weird, because sometimes you get like a tank that is basically not played by anyone, like the 140. What was my XP? I still got a lot of XP because I got a lot of spots, shot multiple tanks, got some assisted damage, and some kills on top as well. So it's not a particularly low ace actually, just in terms of damage. And I think XP is a better indicator of what you've actually contributed to the game than damage alone or the kills alone. Because, you know, there are spots, there is assisted damage, there are bases capped, bases decapped. Although I don't think those count in. Maybe yes. Yes, they as well. We can maybe see that here. All these kind of numbers. XP down there. Damage dealt, ally support, active action. Not sure what this is supposed to mean. Team bonus, yeah. And damage dealt and active action team bonus. That is quite a lot, but that is not really saying much, right? But yeah, basically, you can also check out how WN8 is being calculated on Blitz stars. Spots, kill-death ratio, survival. So yeah, that all counts into it. And it is valuable to some degree. And I think XP works better than WN8. Because WN8 is pretty tank dependent, unlike the XP. Hey Hugo. Guten Abend. Geht gut, selbst. Also, thank you. So, yeah, I personally don't even give that much about the aces. Sometimes it's of course fun to see, but mostly it's just about how many players play a tank. So it doesn't say much, and it doesn't decide over whether it's a good game or not. I really like tactically interesting games, and that might even be a 4K damage game only. This one was interesting. It was a low ace, though it was rather unexpected to see that being an ace. But even if it didn't get to be an ace, I still did a nice move by getting into the back of the enemies and had a nice time. But there are other games that are longer, that are a lot more interesting, where I do a lot more for the win. And those are just worth more to me personally. They are more fun than long farming games where you just sit there and farm damage from one and the same position as I did for half of the game here. Here I only had to take 2 decisions basically. First decision was when I stopped being in the middle. I had some shots and then I moved forwards to push into the enemy spawn, and then I went for a second decision, and that was not going for the whole re, but going towards the center, closer to the enemies to crossfire them. That's been it. 2 days ago I got an ace with 200 LT. Even with a defeat, I mean, I did everything, but we lost, so I got ace. Yeah, I think for the top 2 players on any defeat, if you're still doing very, very well, you still get a lot of XP and a good chance of an ace. Not necessarily top 2 or so, but yeah, if you are performing really well despite a defeat, you get an ace as well. That's also quite nice, so I don't see any major issue with that. There are much more important things that are in need to be fixed, like the rating system. I'm awaiting the changes of Reforged. David saying, when the tier 9 114 came out, I had a near 1.6k base XP game without an ace. In like 50 games, I only saw one other. It's weird sometimes. That's because it was played by a lot of people and mainly experienced players, I reckon, because it's a higher tier tank that was also sold on crates, I guess, only. And you can think of who are the ones who are buying a tank early on. Who are the first ones to get a tank. Also, when a tank comes out, usually the ace bar is super low. But then it gets to be super high because a lot of players playing it, and also the experienced players, they get their hands on it first. Everyone who has a lot of free XP lying around, who has a lot of gold lying around, those are mostly the players who are most invested into the game, who are just the better players on average. And if all of those better players play a tank and play it a lot because they spend money, so they want to play it, so with more games being played, there is a higher chance of them having some good games as well. And remember, the average highest XP of 99% of the players is what gets you an ace. So the highest XP of all the players averaged out. And the more you play a tank, the higher your XP is likely to get to be, or the higher the chance of you getting a really good game. And because if you just play 1 or 2 games, you don't get to be used to the tank, and you just generally don't have. You just rather likely have an average game. Yeah, you can see that, right? The outliers are the really bad games, like the 0 damage games and the really high damage games. But most games are among the average of your general statistics. Only if you play more games, you are more likely to get a really big game or a really bad game as well. So more players playing their tanks more means higher aces. Okay, but then I would like to end the stream because I will be streaming tomorrow again already. That will be the last day of this double elimination stage, and we will finally see the final top 4 teams. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. If so, hit that like button still before leaving. Subscribe to the channel and have a good night. See you soon. Bye.